So I thought that I would come on here and talk a minute about what it's like to run a page. Some of you may not know, but when you have a page on Facebook, you put in thousands of hours of work, and the way that I do this, at least, is that I use a lot of original content, and when it's somebody else's, I cite the source and I try to give fair credit where credit is due. The way that it works when you make an infographic is one person posts it and it gets shared a million times by someone else and they hardly get credit. So what you can do is you can watermark it. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't take the time to write out the link that they see and find the original source. They just assume that whoever posted it is the person who made it. So I have seen stuff that I have made on Homestead Survivalism, a page that has more than 400,000 fans. Upworthy just posted something that I made, and they have 3 million fans. So this is what it's like running my page. I wake up, I check the page, I answer questions, I answer messages, I check the comments. I'm the only moderator, and I'm the only one who's ever been there. For 2 years, I have 23,000 fans. A lot of people ask questions, and I love your questions, but it's hard work. I check the page at lunchtime when I have a break at work. I check the page when I'm getting off work. I post regularly. If you put it all together and amass the amount of time, it's probably weeks. I've put in straight weeks of my time on the page, and I love it. And why does it matter to me? Why am I so petty that I want credit for the infographics that I create? Well, first of all, it takes me anywhere from an hour for an easy one up to like 5 hours. I'm not kidding. Sometimes it takes 5 hours, like that soil testing one. It's hard to make good work like that. And when you're working in Photoshop and you're editing down and you're taking all these things and like taking out borders and fitting stuff together and writing all the text, it takes time to make good work. So I spend 5 hours making something, I post it, and then a huge mega page profits from this. They post it and they get all the shares. They get 30,000 shares overnight. And does my page see any benefit from that? No, it doesn't. And even worse, sometimes instead of just posting something, they'll go, thanks to this page who has nothing to do with it. Organic gardening does that all the time. They take homesteading stuff and they post, thank you to the permaculture page, because that's their page too. So they're just feeding off it. They don't post anything that they've written. I don't know if you guys know this. It's really hard to tell if a page is being authentic or not, but some pages find a good, clever name, they start it, and they just simply repost stuff from smaller pages all day long. Not a goddamn thing that they write is their own content. So the way that it works running a page is I wake up, I check the page, I check the page, I check the page throughout the day. I care a lot about the page, and I'm constantly having to think, okay, so you said you were going to make this video, you have to do that, you have to edit it. And I'm thinking, okay, so you have to review the plant cages, you have to review the vegetarian egg product, you have to review the bamboo toothbrushes that are coming in the mail, you have the seed giveaway to make, and you have to coordinate that with Seeds Now, and you have to make the infographic. There's so much that goes into it. In the back of my head, constantly I'm thinking, okay, so you have this coming in the mail, you need to organize this giveaway, the EDC bag is supposed to be coming from Dan's Depot, and I'm constantly creating these infographics in my mind of what is pertinent, relevant information, try to keep it topical, and try to be on it all the time. So the way that I want my life to work is that I have this page and I love it, but I need to have some kind of profit from it. So this doesn't have to be monetary profit, but I need to feel like I'm getting back respect or recognition, at least, for my work, because I'm not getting paid. So people go, why do you care so much if somebody posted it? Just be flattered that they think it was good enough to share. I'm sorry, that's not good enough for me. If a page has 500,000 fans and they share something that I made and it immediately gets 10,000 shares, that's great. I'm glad the information is getting out there, but I made it. How does this not make sense? It's like being in school and doing a really, really great job on your homework, taking a long time, and you were thoughtful, and you answered it, and you did really well, and then the teacher gives that paper to someone else and says, you made this, and then they get the A, and then you're just sitting there like, no, I made it. It's plagiarism of ideas. It's someone taking your work and crediting it and getting the recognition for it. And it's not fair. You have people who understand this because they've put in the time and effort before of making something, and then you have the people who are just sitting there going, why do you care? So I thought that this would answer the question of why I care. And I don't mean to be negative. I don't mean to harp on it. I don't mean to sound like it's my ego, my ego, my ego. I'm hoping at some point to crowdsource a farm, and if I have 20,000 fans and I'm asking for a certain amount, that's a lot. But if I have 100,000 fans, that's like $1 from each person. So if I could get to the point where I have enough numbers, that crowdsourcing is going to be so easy, and the Kickstarter will just go like this, you know? And so people say to me, why do you care? I care because it's the future and it's my life, you know, it's my life's work, and I want credit for it, and I don't think that's too much to ask. So I really appreciate all the support from the people who are supportive, and if you don't get it, I don't think you would bother to take the time watching this video, but hopefully 1 or 2 people out there who were kind of unsure of why it matters when you post an infographic to get the credit when people share your work. If someone's going to repost it, putting a simple tag, you know, homesteading, made by homesteading, or just the link to the page or anything, that is just a phenomenal, tremendous help. And when those bigger pages bump my page, that means the world to me. And I try to do that to smaller pages. I feel like it's the right thing to do. Just give credit to the people who've made what you're posting. It's that simple, and much love to you, and hopefully this will happen less and less in the future. I know though I need a watermark. I need something that's readily identifiable. So I will work on that. If anybody's a graphic designer or wants to help me with that, I'll try to make something. It's probably not going to be the best, but anyway, if you post something of mine, I love it. On personal pages, that's fine. Don't even bother. Sometimes you don't have to say it's homesteading. But when a page that has more than 100,000 fans posts something that obviously says homesteading in the corner, it would be nice if they could just say, thank you, homesteading. That's it.